Now, Arsenal have been absolutely amazing this season. I mean, in 2024, we have only lost one game in the Premier League. We did the double over Spurs. We didn't lose any games in the league against Liverpool or Man City. We have by far and away the best attack in the league. We have by far and away the best defense in the league. We got over our round of 16 curse in the Champions League by beating Porto. But I think we can all agree, all of us Arsenal fans can agree, even as amazing as we have been this season, there is still another level to this team, another level for us to hit, for us to improve. Look, in our starting 11, we have two obvious holes throughout the whole season. One being a world-class 20-goal-a-season striker, and another, according to a lot of people, is the left-back position. Both of those positions we have been found out, whether that is not scoring goals and taking our chances, or whether that is getting exploited at left-back. But the left-back role for me isn't a hole in our team, because people are forgetting our left-back position is set for now and the future. Listen, Zinchenko probably needs to be sold in the summer. But we have Kiwior as a good left back, and he is also a centre back, so he's a good utility man. But also, we have Jurrien Timber as a first choice left back. Timber only played 2 competitive games for us, but I think we could all see, even in those 2 competitive games, Jurrien Timber is, I believe, good enough to take us to the next level single-handedly. But why do I think this? After only seeing him in 2 competitive games for Arsenal, why do I think Jurrien Timber is the answer to our left back position? Well, that's what we'll be talking about today. So what's going on, everyone? You are listening to Gunner Central here. And with this being a new channel, as I had to leave my old one, please be sure to like the video, subscribe if you haven't already, and let's get into it. Now, like I said in the intro, just watching Jurrien Timber for the handful of friendlies that we had, and watching him play against Man City in the Community Shield and against Nottingham Forest in the first game of the Premier League, it's so easy to tell just why Arteta brought him in and why Jurrien Timber is so special. Jurrien Timber isn't a player that relies on pace or even strength, and the biggest thing for me is his calmness and his just overall football IQ that he has. Why I'm not all that worried about Jurrien Timber's ACL injury and how he's going to recover from it? Well, again, his obvious attributes aren't necessarily pace. When Hector Bellerin got injured with an ACL injury and he came back, it was obvious that his biggest attribute, which was his pace, wasn't nearly the same, and he wasn't the same player after an ACL injury. But Jurrien Timber, his biggest attribute is his football IQ, something an ACL injury can't really hinder all that much. Now, I'm not saying Jurrien Timber isn't necessarily a quick player or a strong player, but those aren't his biggest attributes. And with a hit to his pace and strength, he will still be as good of a player as he was before the ACL injury. Although when Jurrien Timber played for his former club at Ajax, he played across the back line, making appearances at right back, at centre back, and at left back. When he joined Arsenal for the 2 competitive games he played, that being against City and Forest, he featured as a left back, with Thomas Partey playing at right back. Weird times, I know. So I have a full belief that when Arteta and Arsenal got Timber, it was with the thought that yes, he could be a utility man to help the rest of the team and help rest defenders when need be, or just be able to provide depth to the whole defensive line as opposed to just one position. But I think when he was brought in by Arsenal and Arteta, I think he was brought in to play as a left back as his main position and main role for the team. As good as Zinchenko is on the ball and in the build-up play, he is a massive, and I mean massive, liability defensively. And Timber, I know this may sound crazy, but Timber is pretty close to Zinchenko's level on the ball. He proved it at Ajax, and now he has already proven it here after the handful of games. Timber is really good on the ball. Not quite Zinchenko's level, but he's really not that far off. I mean, Timber is just so cool, calm, and collected on the ball, and helps a lot in our build-up play. During the handful of games that he played for us, you could instantly see his quality as an inverted left back. And defensively, he is worlds better than Zinchenko. Honestly, Timber is as close to a lockdown fullback as you could ask for. His football IQ is just absolutely insane. That makes it damn near impossible for opposition to either get in behind him or beat him in a one-on-one situation. Timber is the left back that we have been missing the whole season. In both Bayern Munich legs, our biggest and pretty much only weakness was that left back role. As good as Kiwior is, he is a centre back, and Sane exploited that. With a fully fit Timber playing both of those legs against Bayern Munich, well, this sounds crazy, but I'm very confident in saying this, that I don't think there is a way that Sane would have had the kind of success he did, and Arsenal probably would have went on to win the tie. Even if you look at our losses earlier in the season against Fulham and our loss against West Ham, both of those games that left back role got exploited so badly. Kiwior got cooked against Fulham, Zinchenko got cooked against West Ham, and then even against Liverpool in that draw against Anfield, Salah torched Zinchenko. Having Timber play those games, well, I don't think those results would have been what they were. Having Timber come back is so big for us. Now, it is the end of the season, so I don't think he'll start a game, but it is so big for us. Next season, if he can stay fit, well, then we have our left back for the now and for the future. So honestly, in my mind, the only weakness that this team really has is the striker position. That's the only place that I really want Arsenal to spend big. Obviously, we do need more depth off the bench, so I wouldn't mind maybe another midfielder, heck, maybe even another defender. But in terms of starting 11 players, in terms of players that we need to come in and be in our starting 11, believe it or not, we don't need a starting level left back. We just don't. When we have Jurrien Timber, as good as he is and as young as he is, in my eyes, all we are missing is a 20 goal a season striker.